teachers think that it is very, very difficult to stop bullying. It isn't.
All teachers have to have a total 100% awareness of bullying being a problem.
I know what to do. There is someone that has made this program for us, and it works. It really works, and that's what I like about it.
Norway has had a pioneering role in tackling bullying. Recent initiatives have cut bullying in some schools by 50%. Why has this mountainous country of just 4.6 million made anti-bullying such a high priority, and how do they tackle bullying in school? Norwegians are well known as peacemakers. Less well known is their tradition of seeing children as a communal responsibility. This attitude was epitomised by the public response to a tragedy in the university town of Trondheim in 1994. In a case reminiscent of the killing of James Bulger, 2 boys were responsible for the death of a 5-year-old girl. Psychologist Trun Andreasen was involved in the case.
It was the first day of winter here in Trondheim. During the night had come some snow, so a lot of children were out playing in the first snow, and among them was a girl called Silja. She was playing with a couple of friends. Somehow the 2 boys started to attack Silja. They hit her, kicked her, threw her down on the ground, jumped on her, hit her with stones, and left her unconscious in the snow, where she was found a little bit later, and then she was dead.
The 2 6-year-old boys were questioned by police and returned to their families.
We thought that it would be very important to keep the 2 boys in as normal a social situation as possible. We were afraid that these boys would be ostracized from society and isolated, and that would endanger their development. So getting the boys a place in kindergarten was one of the most important things we did. And this is the kindergarten where one of the boys went.
Trun had to talk to parents at each kindergarten before the boys started.
In a situation like that, you could expect that some people would be very afraid and very angry and very sad. So we were preparing for all kinds of reactions, but the main reaction from the parents we met was that, of course, these children needed kindergarten maybe more than any other child at that moment. So they said, of course, these children must come to our kindergarten and be taken care of here.
The boys stayed in the area. Today, one still receives help for psychological problems, but the other leads a normal life. The tragedy did nothing to shake the country's long-held belief in children's protection and rights. Norway had the world's first ombudsman for children and the first anti-bullying campaign. Smacking children is against the law. A new initiative against bullying began in 2002.
I think really the focus on bullying started with the pupils themselves, because they made the Ombudsman for Children aware of the problem that was in Norwegian schools, and we really felt that it was time to do something about it, because it seemed like the adult community were ignoring the very sad fact that a lot of children really were scared to go to school.
A government-led manifesto against bullying galvanised action across the country.
We said during the manifesto process that the first signature, we would have 0 bullying in 3 years. Of course, that was putting the goal very high, but we should aim high, because we couldn't say that we want to halve the bullying incidents. We say no bullying is accepted. And we got a new law in Norway stating that all pupils have a legal right to a good and bully-free working environment. And that is, of course, is a main step forward for pupils and children's rights. It gives them the same rights in their workplace as I have in my workplace.
Tainor School in Stavanger has 370 pupils from grades 1 to 10. Following publication of the manifesto, Tainor introduced an anti-bullying programme which places the responsibility on teachers. The programme is called Zero.
Bye-bye.
One day, pupils were on a trip on the school boat, across the local fjord to the islands beyond. A small group of students started picking on a classmate, verbally and physically. They carried on after school. The boy reported what had happened the next morning. Any incident is dealt with immediately, whether it happens in or out of school. There's a strict process that all staff employ. First, teacher Elin Åkesson talks to the victim.
Jeg synes det var veldig trist, Sven Henrik, å få høre hva som skjedde på båtturen, men jeg vil at du skal fortelle meg det med egne ord. Ja. Og så skal jeg etterpå snakke med de som ikke var snille med deg i går. Og litt senere, når du bestemmer, Sven Henrik, ingen andre, så skal vi ta en prat. Meg og deg og de skal ta en prat sammen. Men først har jeg veldig lyst at du skal fortelle meg hva som skjedde i går.
På veien tilbake igjen fikk jeg ikke kjøre båten da.
Ja.
Ja, så begynte de å lage grimaser og plager som kom til å drukne.
Men det blåmerket du har på leggen, hvem er det som har gitt deg det?
Ikke sikker. Sikker, tror jeg.
Var sikker?
Ja.
Dette er veldig alvorlig, Sven Henrik. Jeg skal nå informere rektor. Jeg kommer til å ringe til dine foreldre og fortelle dette.
Ja, men ikke sånn at de begynner å banke meg mer.
Nei, jeg lover, Sven Henrik, vi skal passe godt på deg. Jeg kommer til å ringe dine foreldre, og jeg kommer til å ringe Tore og Sigurd og Sofie og Marte sine foreldre. Og vi kommer til å gi grei beskjed at vi ikke aksepterer det. Jeg forstår at du er redd for at de skal gjøre gjengjeld med deg, men vi skal passe godt på, og vi skal følge veldig godt med.
Ok.
Next, Elin talks to each bully separately.
Tore, kan jeg få snakke litt med deg? Hva er det nå? Jeg vil snakke med deg. They feel tougher when they are together. When they are alone, they're actually quite small. And then they listen. Jeg har hørt av Sven Henrik at det skjedde noe på båtturen i går. Du har sendt en stygge blikk. Du har vært med å spenne den. Jeg skal ta en telefon hjem til dine foreldre nå, og det samme skal jeg gjøre med de andre som var med på dette. Forstår du alvor i dette, Tore? Gjør du det? Fint. It allows me to be strict. It allows me to be very clear as a grown-up, because I'm used to when things happen, and you talk to the children that does something wrong, that is bullying, and they say, yes, but that and that happened. The program said they're not allowed to talk in the first phase of the procedure. They're not allowed to talk. They're just going to listen. They're going to be told, what did I do wrong? Marte, at du har vært med og gjort båtturen for Sven Henrik i går til en ganske trist affære for han. Sven Henrik har blitt mobbet av deg og en del andre.
Jeg har ikke gjort noen ting.
Marte, tid du stilt, nå skal jeg snakke. Jeg vet at du var med Tore, Sigurd og Sofie i går. Dere hadde vist grimaser mot Sven Henrik. Han fikk lov å styre båten. Dere gjorde et sånt dramastykke som om båten skulle gå på bånd eller krasje fordi han styrte. Hjelp, hjelp, nå krasjer vi. Han har et stort blåmerke på leggen. For han mener du eller Sigurd spente han. For dere kom mot han begge to.
Jeg har ikke spent.
Dere har mobbet han. Dere har gjort dagen hans vonde. Jeg aksepterer ikke en sånn oppførsel på denne skolen. There is no excuse for bullying. There is no excuse. So they can't excuse themselves, but they can talk with me and the other and say, what am I going to do with this? And we also, when it's very bad, we also invite the parents in, for the bully's parents and the victim's parents, so they can all talk, and so the parents listen to what is going to happen. What are their child going to do?
Later, Elin talks to the victim again and with his agreement to the bullies together as a group. The same process is used by every staff member in every bullying incident.
I'm thinking different, you know. I'm quite embarrassed to say this because I'm not proud of myself, but I actually could think when I experienced someone said to me, oh, he bullied me, he did that and that, and I was thinking, oh, yeah. And I was like, I can understand the bullier, you know? I feel like an awful person when I say this, but I actually thought like that. Now I just, bullying, it's not allowed. A victim is a victim. I know what to do. There is someone that has made this program for us, and it works. It really works, and that's what I like about it. And it's zero. Zero means you don't accept it at all.
Unlike many interventions, Norway's anti-bullying programmes stem from decades of research. The Zero programme was developed by Professor Arling Rølum.
The key is really that you say to the pupils that I do not accept bullying in this class and at this school. A little episode can be regarded as not very serious, but it's a wrong signal. And if the pupils observe that the teacher look another way and do nothing, that will be a very, very bad signal.
At Tenor, the Zero programme isn't just about tackling incidents. Just as important are the preventative strategies.
We have lots of zero guards out in the schoolyard. We put children together in groups across the ages, different levels on same groups, to try to make them confident or to rely on older persons. The small ones should be safe, and the older ones should see that the small ones need them. So we try to tell them that it's important, their self-esteem, they are important as persons, and they can talk to just anyone they see in the schoolyard.
Hello! Jeg spurte om jeg kunne være med ham, men jeg fikk ikke lov. Og så tok han den som trykte på tauet, så tauet ikke ble raknet her.
Ja, men det skal vi ordne. Skal vi gå og finne de som du har lyst til å være med? Kom an. Jo, vi går og finner hvor er de i klassen din henne?
Noen er der, og noen er der oppe.
Kom an, du går med. Så holder du meg i hånden, så kan vi filme altså. There, okay. Yeah, she found somebody. Og så tar du det med deg, så springer du bort. Ha det! Everybody knows now, after the program, that they can't say no. I already have my friend here. We won't let her in. They don't say that any longer because they know that we all include everyone. That's how we are. We all involve much more. So the guarding in the schoolyard has changed after the Zero program, because as for me also, I involve more. It's important for me to know how they are, and it's important for all the others because we get to know them out of the classroom and we see another side.